Hello, this is Judy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is day 3 of my Christmas card hangout type of series, I guess we call it. And I have more cards with this mason jar. However, they're a little bit different. So I stamped the whole side of this one and then put some berries with some glitter on them. And they all have different sayings than what was on the cards from yesterday, which all had Merry Christmas. So I have to use a different sentiment. I can use Merry Christmas this time on the inside, right? So this one has, yeah, it's one of those 4-inch cards again, and I have one of the stitched layers underneath it, and it's just white on that one. And this one has joy, and it's sending you joy this holiday season. That was part of the Christmas story card making workshop. Oh, but I need to add stickles to this one, and there's some little berries I added on that. So you can see that stitched background a little bit better on this card. It's just a little interest to it. I really like it. And then I did a stamp border on the top, so that's cute. And this mason jar is empty, and there's stickles on that too. Oh boy. Oh, this one needs stickles too. It's kind of the same thing, just a little different papers. And there you can see that gold paper I got. That's so pretty. Why would someone put that in a swap box? I don't know, but it was good for me. Okay, this one's the same. This was actually a design and part of the workshop, and this one needs stickles too. Oh boy, I'm gonna do a lot of stickling. I'm gonna have to go get that new bottle of red now. Oh, same with that one. So let's look for it. I think they all need to be stickled. Oh my goodness. So let's separate them. The ones with joy are going to have a different sentiment, I can imagine. Okay. So that's one with a different design a little bit, but it's still mistletoe and holly. Oh, they're magic of the season. Oh, that one's got stickles on it. Good, good, but not the bow, so I got to do the bow. That one has some, but not the bow. So there's some joys. There's mistletoe, 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 and mistletoe. All right, so now I got to find some sentiments. And oh, I found this stamp set. Those are the pine branches that I used on the other card, this one here. That's right here. So I wanted to show you that, and I cut out a whole bunch of ones to use so I can pull them out for my tags, because I still have to make my tags. Oh, and there's this stamp set. I've got to make cards with this one. I have all these. When I go away on a road trip, I'm going to be coloring those. So that's a project I made a bunch of those for. Let's see if I can find some sentiments that will go with these. Okay, so enjoy the magic of the season. May the magic of the season fill your heart at home. I can use that on there. I don't mind repeating that. Not that. Wishing you joy. I may have stamped that on these. Oh, there we go. That one's already done. So I just need to, add something to this. It looks pretty plain. So this one doesn't have anything. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. All right, so just Merry Christmas on this one would probably be fine. I can use this one. That looks good. So we'll do that one. And now we got time for mistletoe and holly. And I kind of want to do the same type of font to just keep it together. I could do that Happy Holidays. That kind of looks, maybe not. That's a whole different look. That M, it looks close enough. Believe in the magic. And then I could do Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I don't know why they have and a Happy New Year. What is with that? If you had have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's all right. So I could do that. And it's kind of a nice font. Okay, let's keep looking. Now I want to make sure I have something for the inside of the card. So let's see. A lot of them are the mason jar still. I could do the trees. That would be cute. I think I want a tree though. I'm gonna do the truck. I like that truck. Let's keep looking. All right. Oh, that would be nice too. May your days be merry and bright. I like that tree. I like these little trees here. There's a pine branch. That's a nice one too. Let's see, how close is that? I could use it. And it's got little poinsettias that I can use. And I'm keeping this one out because I really like that sentiment. And this one's nice too, but there's a berry branch I could use. And look, here's some more of that type of swag that I used on those cards yesterday. And I like the swirls here, but it's not really the same thing. Let's see, any others here? Could do reindeer. Happy holidays. That's a nice Merry Christmas, but it's a whole different look. That one is too. I like that little tree though. This one, oh, that one no. All right, so let's get some of these ready to go. Well, this one already has something in the middle. We got to spruce it up. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show you too. There's a new special coming out. It's a Valentine's one. And it's called Now and Forever. And it's much more romantic and adult. It doesn't have the little kid, which I really like for Valentine's. Don't get me wrong. But I do like a more adultish type collection. It's got butterflies. These are, let's see, get the cardstock. This is the stamp set. So as you can see, it's a little bit more adulty, right? I like the Laugh Often, Love Much. And of course, I love this stamp. That's really cool. We don't have anything like that. And this is the butterflies, the two-tone, and the flowers, well, called two-tone, two-step stamping. And that's how you would get these looks. So, let's see. So that has thin cuts with it. Oh, these are embroidered embellishments. That's different. We haven't had that before. So that's what that is on there. It's embroidery. And then, of course, you can get the whole collection for 20% off. So that'll be coming, when is that? December 1st. So pretty soon, next week, we'll be able to order that. All right, so let's see. It's a beautiful day outside, so I want to get this video done and these cards done. I'll feel more accomplished. I was going to do Happy Holidays. Which one was I going to use? I'm going to do that. That one's going on that card. So I was going to do on this one, sending you joy this holiday season. So let's do Merry Christmas. Oops. All right. Put it the correct way. All right. So here we've got pine, pine, pine. So we'll use pine again. I can find it. I tried to clean up after I do projects so I can find things. A lot of times it keeps me from finding things. Here it is. Do you ever do that? My desk looks like an explosion when I get done, and I can't find anything, so I have to try to clean it up after a project, or I drive myself crazy. Going, where is this? And as soon as I start cleaning up, I find it. Very pretty. You know what? I think that swag would look really good on here. So we'll have to do that again. We'll do that with the sage. And since there's only 3, I can do them all at the same time. Do you agree? This one's going to have the swag at the top. Very pretty. All right, so that card's done. This one needs bling. So make sure I do the right ink pad. This is pine, okay. And the swag. That one's done. That one needs bling. I like that. Oh, this is one we were going to do the magic on. Okay. Sending you joy. So, pine. And the swag. Alright, and that one needs bling. Okay, so let's get these out of the way so I don't use them by mistake. And we're going to get me the magic of the season. Another block. And there's no pine. Oh, those are all pine. This is a little crooked. Oh well, it's glued on there. All right, let's check this one. I didn't check the other one. Good thing it's stamped okay. Very pretty. I want to add something else to that though, right? Let's see, what does it look like? Some of the pine branches are there. Let's do some of these little ones. Let's do sage. Very pretty. And let's just do some. Now, let's just do some little dots for berries. I would do the poinsettia little flower, but then it would go over the green and it wouldn't be, I'll have to mask it off to make it look nice. Otherwise it will show behind it. And it'll probably be okay, but I'll just do red berries. I'll just do red berries because it will be fine. I'll do scarlet. And then right there. And right there. All right. So it came out nice. Maybe a little bit higher, but that's okay. So that one, I think I want to add something to this to help offset that. Funny. Oh my goodness. I didn't notice it till now. I may have put it on correct and then it slipped or slid when it was drying. I put them under my Versamat to dry. So these little things are our bitty sparkles. I got my tweezers. I'll just add one here. And then we'll weigh it down by putting one down here. And maybe here. So it kind of makes it look like it was maybe okay like that. That's cute. Alright, so that one's done. So these I need to add some more sparkle. I need to get my red stickles, which I'm sure is going to give me fits today because it is, yep, it's done. I'm not going to fight with it and have it go exploding all over. So I'm going to go get my other red stickles. All right, I got a brand new bottle of red stickles. You can tell because there's nothing in the tip. I also found this. It's Nouveau Crystal Drops. I bought these, you know, it was all the rage a little bit ago, and I think I've used them, tried to use them. I wasn't real happy with them, but I thought I would grab them and use them on some of these projects. So my red stickles have been being used up, so I wanted to have something available. And actually looks like the little tube is dried up, so I don't know. Let's see. Oh no, it's coming right out. Okay, never mind. Let's fold that over so I don't put my arm in it. I don't know how these are gonna look, so we'll try that on a couple of projects and see. Have you used the Nouveau crystal drops? Let me know what you think of them. I'd be interested to know how they compare to Stickles and the liquid pearls and things. And I also think I'll get pink to do on the pine branch, or the little berry branch there. I like how this looks on the bow. It just adds so much. This one seems to be a little stickier than the other one, you know, like gooey. Maybe it's just what's at the top, I hope. The other one was very smooth and liquidy. Alright, so I didn't bring out pink. Let's put the glisten on the berry branch. Another thing you could do with these mason jars is cover it with liquid glass so it looks like water is in it, or glass. But it takes a long time to dry, and well, like I said yesterday, I am ready to have these done. I want to get back to scrapbooking. All right, so that's some nice bling. How about a couple of these little gems here? They're tiny. Thank God for tweezers. All right, I like it right there. Just one. All right, so this has got to go aside to dry. And let's do this one, and we'll do the same with this branch. I need to pull out one of the cards from yesterday that had glisten on it to show you what it looks like now that it's dry, because it just is so, I don't know, white diamonds is beautiful too, but this, because it has a little bit of the iridescent sparkles in it, it just looks so nice. Let's see, let me move that. No, those are all those. Does that have glisten on it? I think that was glisten, right? Yeah, on the Christmas trees, you can see it. See that? Christmas trees. It just adds a little bit more than the white diamonds. If that's something you want, anyway. Right, it might be what's on the hill, too, for this. Oops. For this one. What's on the trees and the hill. Shows up really good on the dark. All right, I'll do these berries. So do y'all have your Christmas shopping done? I have decided I'm going to give my daughter, and both of my daughters probably, and my daughter-in-law gift cards, because, you know, I don't know what size they take. I don't know what their style is that they like. I hate for them to have to return something I bought them that I thought was really great, and they think it's the worst thing in the world. So a gift card, and they can get whatever they want. The unfortunate thing is that a lot of them spend it on something for their children or their husband or groceries, and not for themselves. And I'd really like them to buy something for themselves, but that is what it is, right? If that's what they want to do, I guess. Last year I got them soap dispensers, the automatic soap dispensers. You put your hand under and the soap comes out. I thought they were the greatest thing ever. But you know what? I haven't seen one at their houses. I don't know what they did with them, but they're not out at their houses. So they must not have liked them. But I use mine all the time, and the kids love them. They think it's great. They will get all the soap and have all the soap come out. So, whatever. You know, but... And I do ornaments too, of course. I do ornaments with the kids' pictures on them. I love to do that. All right, this has a red branch, so we can do red on that one all the way. Oh, I wanted to use the Nouveau. Let's try the Nouveau. And for my son and son-in-laws, I got them all their Under Armour t-shirts and socks. They love them. They hate to spend the money to buy them on their own. And I know what size they take, and they seem to be happy with the ones that I buy them. Men are not as picky. Some men aren't anyways. I don't know if I like this as much. It's going to dry shiny like liquid pearls, but it's not going to be sparkly like the stickles. I like sparkles. It does seem to come out nice though. And make sure if you use this or the liquid pearls or any kind of dimensional paint puffy things like this, that you go down and straight up, because it gives you that like chocolate drop top, you know, with the little curly chocolate, the kisses. Yeah, the kisses. You don't want to pull it away, because then it could give you a tail. And unless you want your berries to have tails, they're good to use for like raindrops. But then if you do a dot and you take something sharp like a pin and you go in the middle of your dot and you drag it, it makes it like a raindrop. So that's really cool too. Oops. And then you tap it to flatten them. Doesn't look like it flattened, but look at the dimension on those. Can you see that? There's a lot of dimension. So let's see how it dries. So now we'll do this one. This is very plain. I'm thinking that even some ink around the edge of this one would look good. So let's see. I got my brown one. Let's see. Is there any? There's just a little bit. So let's just add a little bit of dimension. Oh, look at how that made it look nice. Give a little distressing to it. A little color. Oh, that made it look so much nicer. And it's got a white edge here. So let's get this, see if we can get that covered up a little bit. That was definitely a user error. All right, so now splatters. Definitely, I think we need splatters. And this is paprika. Shake it up. This is a shimmer brush, close to my heart. It has one like in every color. They're fabulous. You could buy clear and add color to it if you have a certain color in another company or whatever. Add a little re-inker to it, and then you can mix it up and it's that color. So these you pull off the cap, and sometimes they're really hard to pull off. And people get scared. They're like, it won't come off. I'm like, I know. Some of them are hard. So take something hard and give it a couple good taps. And just add a little bit of sparkle. It looks like dirt right now. Let me get some ink out of there. There are some bigger ones. All right. Let's see, is there anything I can add? Oh, there's some of the gold metallic marker around Joy. But that needs some sparkle there. Some on that branch. Nah, probably not. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Get a paper towel and try and soak it up before it soaks in. Got some of it off. Guess it looks okay now. I don't think they'll notice. Let's put some on there. And I guess I'm going to try this again. I think this will look good with that color around the mat. Alright, that's all there's going to be. So put that aside to dry. I'm running out of room to put things to dry. Okay. And look at how it's already becoming a mess. I'm going to get another piece of scrap paper. Oh, I guess this will be good. These stamps are done. I'm going to put these away. Okay, now we're on to the Time for Mistletoe and Holly. So I think we were going to do this one. I think, no, I like this May Your Days Be Merry and Bright. Oh, I didn't do anything on the inside of those other cards. That's all right. They don't all have to be spruced up. Yeah, that Mary is very curly Q. Is that a word? All right, so I think I'm going to do these in red. So let's get the red out. I'm going to get a new sheet. This little curl is bothering me. I don't want it to get hitched up on anything. So I'm going to have to look at all these too because I want to make sure it will be okay. So I can't really do it in assembly line style as much. Let's make sure this stamp's nice. I might have to flip my Versamat over. Well, it looks all right. I think I will put the cushion underneath it though. Make sure the ink is covering well. Press, let the ink soak in for a second because there's so much real estate to cover on this one. Very nice. Okay. Look at all the swirls. So cute. So cute. This is a nice stamp. This is an old one too. But like, you know, like me, bring out all your stash. See what speaks to you. If you're making your cards, you know, whether it's for Christmas or anything. I have been putting all of my stamp sets on Evernote. It's an app and it helps me keep track. So like I could go in and search for the word bright and it would show me all my stamp sets that have the word bright in it. Of course, it takes some time. You have to, you know, put all that information in so it has something to search for. But with the talk to text feature, it's so much easier than typing it in. You just kind of look at your stamp set, read it off, and it just types it all in for you. It doesn't always say what you said. You know, sometimes the words are wrong. Like I'll say stamp and thin cut, and it always says then instead of thin. And that's maybe the speaker who's talking with her tongue not correctly. I don't know, but it's frustrating. And another one is like when I'll tell someone, oh, I'm going to a crop, and it says I'm going to a crap. It's like, oh, And sometimes I just talk, you know, especially when you're busy or you're driving and you talk to text, you don't have time to read what it says. And yeah, it can be dangerous. All right. This one, yeah, this one does have red, so I can use the red. I think red would be appropriate on all of these. The next one doesn't have any red. but we're gonna use red. I don't want to clean my stamp. Did you get lazy like that? Oh, doing these Christmas cards. It's gonna be nice to have them all done though. This one's pretty. I like that paper. It looks like red snowflakes almost. Red with snowflakes over it. It would be for, I don't know what, a fire scene. Snowing with fire in the background for the red. Red is hard. A lot of people don't like using it because they think it reminds them of a crime scene. And I don't see that. Do you? Do you see, when you see red, like splatters or whatever, do you think it's blood? I don't. I love the color red. I just did a hop on YouTube. I don't know if you saw the video, but the girl we were celebrating, her favorite color is red. And yeah, I was really glad to see a lot of the videos were very, very nice. The layouts were pretty. All right, so putting that back. Where's the trees? We're gonna add the trees now. And we're gonna do these in sage. Just a light touch. I love the color sage. It's very pretty. All right, and I think, let me see. Oh, that's 2-dimensional. Darn it. This is too big. Too big for these. Let's see if I can find that other stamp set with the little trees in it. I found this one that has this little tree and then a little snowflake too, and it has a star, so that would be cute to add the star to it. Let's see. I was looking for the tree. It's in the middle of the jar. This is another mason jar one. Do I need every mason jar stamp? Yes. All right, let me find my other little 2-incher. Where are you? There you are. You try to run away. Another indication I need to stop and clean up. All right, so now we can use sage. Cute. I don't want to put it down too far because I have to write love, me and my husband. Oh, I almost put that in the stamp pad. Let's put you over here so that doesn't happen. I have to go get my yellow ink. All right, I got my yellow ink. I took the little star and put it on here. This is actually our new color, Honey Butter. It's a very soft yellow. It's really pretty. I got rid of Canary, which was one of my favorites. I love yellow. That looks good. I was thinking also I could do the gold metallic marker, but it would take longer. And I don't want to sit and color in stars. I gotta get these done. I gotta get these done. I gotta get these done. But adding, you know, just these simple little stamped images just adds so, you know, that really nice personal touch, I think, don't you? Do you take a lot of time making your cards? I enjoy the process until I get right down to the wire and I need cards and sent out and make sure people get them before Christmas. This year I think I will get it done. I hope I have enough. I don't know. I have a lot of people who buy from me throughout the year, and I always say, I'll send you a card. Thank you so much. And I send a thank you, and then at Christmas, just a reminder, you know, hey, I'm here if you need anything from close to my heart, right? But no obligation whatsoever. I just want to make sure they know that I'm still thinking of them and appreciate it. And you know, move into the new year with a fresh outlook and life and happiness and feel good about what I do. All right, so I definitely want to, I think, add these to the banner. I like the fishtail banner. Let's see if I can put them right in the corner there. It just adds a really pretty touch. I like that. Right now, this one, it's got some, but I didn't do the bow. Maybe I should have used green. That's all right. All right, that looks good. So I'll put that side aside to dry. This one, these are so cute. I haven't found, and what's really nice, they're adhesive. So trying to put a little glue dot to hold these little tiny gems, it's very, very hard. And I haven't found any that are as good. The adhesive just doesn't seem to stick. I think these actually have like a little tiny glue dot behind them. That's what I've heard. And these little berries didn't really show up on this scarlet paper, so adding the glitter glue will make them show up. And we'll do our bow, because that's kind of hidden too. Good, do the string. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to go through and continue with this process, and then I will be back and chatter some more. All right, we're getting down to the last of the traditional type of cards that I've made, and there's some unique ones in here. So this one has this gold foil tape on it, and I think I glued it down good. Yeah, it's very glistening, right? Yeah, you can see the shine there. Yeah, I'm just worried it's gonna pull up. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little glue to that. I always double check them just to be on the safe side, because I get worried about that. And it's a tape that Close to My Heart had, I think, yeah. And they discontinued it, and that may be why. I don't know. They try and do good quality control, but sometimes you just can't. You can't know everything, right? All right, so this card has a thin cut, the Be Merry, and I cut it out of the 110-pound cardstock, so it's really nice and thick. And then there's a little tag pocket, which is so cute. And these are a lot of pieces that were in my stash that I'm trying to use up. And it has some little tags that are just so cute. Merry Christmas, Joy and Cheer, with some glitter snowflakes. And they tuck in. I tried to put the Merry Christmas so it would peek through the window. And you know, this is more like for a guy. I've got a friend of my husband's that we send cards to, so I thought this would be great for him. And the sentiment for that, this one, have a holly jolly Christmas. That'll be perfect for him. Okay, this one has liquid pearls on it and some glitter stars, and this was a stamp set. No, those are those pine branches. So I masked off the middle and stamped the pine branches on that card, that panel. So it's very simple, nice flat, except for this banner. So let's do, I think I'm going to use Wishing You Joy, Love, and Happiness on cards that I can, and then I can put Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, but this one already has Merry Christmas, so I can just do that one. So that's good. And then for this one, it'll be the same thing, so that you can see I did the same kind of idea. I used the gold pen. It kind of bled there, but you really don't notice it. I notice it because I saw it, but I don't think anybody will notice it. They can just think it's supposed to be there. And this was a different stamp. It was actually meant to be like that, so that was cool. This was a PML card, and then I stenciled these little stars, and then I just added some glitter glue to them to make them sparkle, and then some stickers, and this was a zip strip. And then Merry and Christmas, that's a thin cut as well, and I double matted it with the white behind it so it showed up. And I think I inked the Merry. I think, no, it might be green cardstock, and I used a darker ink to make it darker. That's what it looks like. And the Christmas was heat embossed with white on the red. All right, now these were all from that Christmas story card making workshop, and this says wishing you joy, so I need to stamp the sentiment on the middle that this holiday season. And all of these are the same, just maybe a little bit different layers here. And sorry about the dogs. That's a stamped border. That one I got. I did it quite a few times. By the time I got to the end, I was lining them up pretty good. Practice makes perfect. This is another one of that 4-inch and layered on that hard card. And inked around the red. This is a thin cut Season's Greetings, like a banner. This little bird was a sticker. Another zip strip, and I used the stickles to add bling to the berries. And 'tis the season. I don't know why I added that. It probably would have been fine without it, but it was on the sticker sheet. So this one really came out nice. Now this is with the harbor. This is one PML card, and I cut it in half to put behind here. Let's see, yeah, it opens up. So I used Distress Oxide on the card. Oh, nope, that is a different piece of paper. Yeah, so I Distress Oxide, and then I layered it on this card base. This was a white panel. I added some Distress Oxide ink to, and a little stamped image that was, nope, that's a stencil. I stenciled that. And then the banner, I think, was a really light color, and I used the Harbor ink to darken it up, and then I went over it with a shimmer brush. And it's really, really shimmery. I really like this one. That'll be another guy card. This one was an experiment. I have some more of that gold ribbon here, and then I layered a panel, and I layered another panel. I don't think I liked the one that's underneath here is why I layered it on top. And then I stenciled over the PML card, and it's surreal almost the way it looks. It's really cool. So a very flat 1-layer card. I used the stickles, that's what I did, the stickles gel through the stencil. After I stenciled it, I used the gel over top, and it has those little stars in it. And this one was just some extra layers put on the card, and you know, several layers. That must be a PML card behind there. I think it was this brown card, because it's the only layer is this piece from the Christmas story paper. And this was just a bow I had that's used the shimmer brush on top of it and double matted the piece with the white behind it to make it pop. And this one came out nice. And this is that gold metallic marker. And then I used some splatters that kind of look like raindrops or green raindrops. And that pretty stickles again. All right, so here's the stamp set. So I need to pull out this holiday season to stamp on that one card. And like, I even have some little pieces left because I still have some more. I've got tags to do. Not too many though, because I'm not giving a lot of gifts. Everybody's gonna get one gift with everything in it. It just makes it easier. Alright, so I think it was this one is the one I need to stamp. Wishing you joy this holiday season. I think it's too big to go on here. Turn it over so I pick it up correct, and we'll do it in scarlet. My husband just came down and says, I've got to run to the post office. And I'm like, oh, I've got mail to go out. I've got birthday cards I'm sending out to my VIPs, and my grandson's birthday is on Monday. It won't get there by Monday, but his presents are already there, or should be there. And that's the important thing, right? So, alright, but he'll get a card in the mail to open, so I think he'll like that. He's 2 this year, so that'll be good. It won't get there because it's going all the way to Texas. And then I'm sure it won't get there by Monday. Be lucky if he gets it there in a few days, right? Let's do this Merry Christmas. Yeah, this one will be okay. I would like it to be a little bit different. Maybe if we do it in green. Using different fonts adds interest to things, but you don't want them to be too alike. You know, not the same size. That looks alright. I don't think I'd do that again, but it'll have to be done. It'll have to do for this one. I know it's really plain. Let's add some bling to it. Let's see. Alright, I brought out the gold, but you know, it's rose gold, doesn't really match, but I think silver would be okay because there's gray there. So let's just add a few little blings here. And I think I will do one here. And should I do 3 here or 1 up here? I think 3 at the bottom would be better. Try and get them spaced correctly. That looks good. Alright, that just added a nice touch. Alright, so that one's done. Wishing you joy, love, and happiness. And let's put this one away before I lose it. I have stamps that I don't know what set they go to. I have them all on a block in a drawer, so that when I go through my stamps, if I find one that doesn't have a stamp, I can look in there and get it. Because I need to be in the habit of putting them back when I use them. Let's see, will this go with that? No, let's use pine. And we'll test it. I like that. Alright, that one's done, and that's got lots of bling, so I don't need any more. This is Merry Christmas, and this could be the same. Now this Merry Christmas was a embossing folder, a little tiny one, that I got at the Goodwill, and I stamped that crooked. Oh, that's alright. Yeah, I got it at the Goodwill, so I embossed it to try and see how it went. It's really nice, and I just inked it. So it looks like a sign, right? It's really nice. Alright. Same with this one. Make sure I get this straight. That's better. And this one, now this has the harbor, so I can use the mist to stamp it because the mist is a lighter color than the harbor. I'm not using this one. I'm going to have a Holly Jolly Christmas because he is a jokester for sure. He and now that my husband's retired, they've been spending a lot of time together, and it's wonderful. Wonderful for them to be friends, and I don't know if they get along all the time. They argue more than anything. Isn't that the way of guys? Okay. Very nice. right. Now, I did find a stamp set that has little trees on it. It's this one. This is an older one, but look at that scene. I think I'll put that on some envelopes, but I like this tree, and then there's some little trees here and the deer. So I can do those on the inside of the stamp set. And, oh, there's a little tree there too. There's 3 of them. I didn't realize that. Because I don't look at my stamps well enough, right? Alright, so let me put these back away. Alright, so I got the little stamps, and I'm going to make a little scene. Actually, I can't because those, I want to stamp my deer in green. So let's do it like that. And then I can put the deer in between them. Okay. Let me bring out my pine. Deer. Let's do this one. Let's do the buck. The buck stops here. I'll do him in mocha. There, that looks cute. All right. Have to put them up a little bit higher on these other ones. So do pine. And mocha. I think I'll put him over here next so the deer is not, looks like he's running off the card. All right, next one. That's better. That looks good, I like it. All right, that's all of those. Now we have these. Did I pick one that I was gonna do? This one, isn't this cool? So that's a shimmer trim, and I heat emboss Season's Greetings, and this is our stencil. It's an embossing folder and then a stencil, so you can stencil through for the different colors. 2 stencils. It's just quick and easy, but so effective. Love, love, love it. And then I put a little bit of the gold thread behind here. Just adds a little sparkle. So let's see if I can find the sentiment stamp that I wanted to use with that. I was going to do wishing you a season because you're doing Season's Greetings. So can do that. I'm going to put it down just in case it gets twisted from my fingers. That looks good. Now the peace and joy, I think there's one I wanted to do with joy. Was it that long one still? I think I was going to do the wishing you joy, love, and happiness and Merry Christmas. Okay. So this one we can do Season's Greetings. And I'll do it in pine again. There's pine. Yep, it's all green. Where's that? Might as well do this while I have it open. These, because they're all how's that good? They're all different, so I kind of can't do them on the assembly line. That's really pretty. So let's close. Actually, the deer and the, I can do that on all of them. For this one, I thought using the mist ink would look good because this almost looks like the mist ink. It might be. I don't know. So I'm gonna, and I did the trees. I did a first generation and a second generation. I didn't want to put the deer. I don't know, it's just brown. I didn't like, oh, that would have been a disaster. Upside down. All right, that's good. So let's see, are there any other season stamps? Jeez. Oh, look at the ink on there. Ooh, joyful. Season's greetings, okay. You kind of see how I'm gearing the sentiment to go with what's on the front. Wishing you joy this holiday season. And then, oh, I don't want to do wishing you. Okay, so no, that doesn't work. Alright, let's change this. Oh, let's use, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Wishing you joy this holiday season. It's the most wonderful time of the year. That works perfect. Again, it sticks to your fingers, so sometimes it gets wonky. And it's wonky again. If it's crooked on my block, I'll stamp it crooked every time. Be joyful. It's the most wonderful time of the year. That works good. I do want to stamp Merry Christmas on them, though, because I don't want to have to write it every time, because that's what I would do. If it doesn't say Merry Christmas, I'll have to write it out. So let's use this big Merry Christmas that's right here. Whoops, and I cut it apart. I must have used it for a different sizing. Oh, I forgot this one. All right, now we're done. For these anyway. I have cutesy cards next. I'll do those tomorrow. And then I will be done with what I have. Let's do Christmas in red. And even though I cut these, they fit together like little puzzle pieces. So I don't have a problem putting them back together. I'm gonna have to move it on the block though. Still. All right, so it's gonna go like this. There. Now it's a little wonky. Hopefully I don't stamp it crooked. Here, that looks good. Oh, I got ink on it. It's handmade, it's okay. Right, I'm gonna have to fix this because I just stamped that crooked. It's not gonna do if it's crooked. Maybe if I put this on first, I can line the Mary up to it. Yeah, that looks better. Alright, I'm almost done. I got them all stamped, but I still want to add a little bit more bling. Now this one has gold, so I can put the gold dots on it. I don't know, I just like to add them on the front and the back of the words. Let's see. Get my hand out of the way. I can't see where I'm placing it. That looks good. It just is like a finishing touch. So again, I can't use gold on this, and I don't want to use a lot of silver, but these clear ones would be good. Ugh, it's sticking to my tweezers. Just one. Now we're going to do 3. Do one up here. And there's really no rules where to put these. I like to just place them where they look good. I don't want to have them in a row. Oop, I lost it. That looks better up there, really, doesn't it? Whatever looks good to you is the rule. If it looks good to you, it's good. It's just like that finishing touch. Seriously, ugh, little gem. We're almost done for today. The gem says, here, I want to be right there. Oh no, it's stuck under my fingernail. There you go. Can you imagine me trying to do it with my fingers without the tweezers? That would be a disaster. I'm just thankful that I can still craft though. And I will do it as long as I possibly can. Okay, we're done for today. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and stay tuned for the next one tomorrow.